Tag, meine Kinder. Ich bin tonihomeperm. Yes, I do know a little bit of German. So not a lot, just nur ein bisschen. I took German in high school for 4 years. There's very little that I remember. I think I do remember how to ask where the bathroom is. We're actually playing with a palette that came all the way from Germany, from Lethal Cosmetics. It's the Berlin 89 palette, and it's got this beautiful outside sleeve with these cutouts, and when you pull it out of the sleeve, which I guess represents how the wall originally looked, just very plain basic concrete, and then the colorful inside, which I guess represents all the graffiti and things that got sprayed onto the Berlin wall. Now, before we get into the palette, what is the Berlin Wall? Some of you may not know. You may be too young to remember. So Toni Homeperm is here to educate, as always. So this is from Google. The Berlin Wall was a guarded concrete barrier that physically and ideologically divided Berlin from 1961 to 1989. Construction of the wall was commenced by the German Democratic Republic on August 13, 1961. The wall cut off West Berlin from surrounding East Germany, including East Berlin. And the destruction of the wall began on November 9th, 1989, hence the palette being called Berlin 89. And when we open her up, there is a mirror, and it's a sort of a grungy rainbow palette. And I was immediately drawn to the colors when I saw it. And as I said, I had always wanted to try Lethal Cosmetics. So I said, why not? Let's try it out. I did swatch this palette, and I'm going to throw the swatches up on the screen and describe them to you. So here we go with the swatches. Okay, first is the silvery shimmer called Transit. Next is East and West, which is a matte black. THF, which is a matte brown. Zone, which is a matte blue. Republic, which is a mustard colored matte. Block, which is a reddish matte. Breakthrough, which is a multi-chrome that reflects from sort of from cranberry to green to gold. It's really quite beautiful. Sputnik, which is a brick red. Prefab, which is a gray. Reunion, which is a gold. And Berlin, which is an orange. And last but not least, Checkpoint, which is a purple. Now, the multichrome in here, Breakthrough, taking a picture of it doesn't do it any justice. So I did do a little video of the swatch, moving it around so that you can see how it reflects. And I'm going to put that up right now. So you can see as I turn my arm the color shift on Breakthrough. But even doing this, it doesn't really show you just how beautiful it is. It's really a beautiful multichrome, and trying to show them in video or on camera, it's not easy. So I did the best that I could. Now, we did a very wild look today, I have to admit. I sat down with the palette really with no plan in mind, and this is what we came up with. And I have to say, I think that I am pleased with it. So, if you're interested in seeing how I created this look, then stay tuned. I'm going to rewind, take us back in time, and show you what I did to create this look today with the Lethal Cosmetics Berlin 89 palette. Stay tuned. Okay, and we're back, ready to start the look. I did my base foundation, I glued my eyebrows down, I created new eyebrows, and using the Berlin 89 palette, I did that with these two colors, the brown THF and the black, east and west. And I think they came out really nice. So I'm happy with that. So what do we have planned with this palette? You know, I always like to use as many colors as I can, but I still want to create a nice look. Sometimes certain colors within the palette don't always go together that well, even though it's a beautifully created color story. But what I think I'm going to do is create a top look color. I want to use that beautiful multi-chrome called Breakthrough. Breakthrough there. It's so beautiful. It really is a beautiful multi-chrome. Greenish, gold, magenta. I think I'm going to sort of use that to make almost like a liner. I think that's what I'm going to do. With my hooded eyes, to just put a shimmer on the lid, you don't see it. So I want to try to make use of it so that it's above the hood of my lid, so that you can still see it, and maybe it will really show off the beauty of it if it's, you know, high on the eye. That's my thought. So what are we going to do first? We're going to go in, I think, with the color Block, this red, on the inner eye. More of a pointier brush. We're going to start from the outside, or rather, we're going to start from the inside and go out today. And I primed with my P. Louise base today. And we're going to go all the way up to the eyebrow, I think. That's a beautiful color. Block. Like the Eastern Bloc. Okay, then I'm going to go into Checkpoint, this purple tone. And then into Zone, the blue. Okay, I like how that's laid out. I'm going to re-intensify everything, touch it up a little bit, blend it, and then I'm going to cut my first crease. Stay tuned. Okay, so I re-intensified all the colors, blended them out, and I have to say, I think the blend is really, really nice. I'm very happy with it. So I cut out the crease, well, this upper crease, with my P. Louise base. I didn't need to go crazy with it. I just needed that upper line in the right place, and it's more or less in the right place. Now I'm going to go over it with some of this Pyrenees Pixie epoxy, and that's going to be the base for the color Breakthrough, this beautiful multi-chrome to go down on. So I think I know what I'm doing. So let me put the base down, and I'm going to just fast forward you through all of that. I do not like to ever put my doe foot applicators, especially for things like the eye, on the eye. I put a little bit on the hand of the product, and I will take another brush and use that to apply it, just because I don't like to contaminate my stuff. So we're going to put the epoxy down where I made that uppercut crease. I probably could have also used NYX glitter primer, but I think for this I just want to use the Pixie epoxy. Okay, so I set that down and I'm going to give it just a little bit of time to get tacky, and then we're going to apply the multi-chrome breakthrough on that line. Okay, I think it's tacky enough. I'm going to take some on a small packing brush and let's see what happens. I'm not sure what's happening. Maybe it's this brush. Let me try a different brush. Okay, now I'm seeing it. It was strange. It was before all I was getting was gray. Okay, I can definitely see it. I'm not sure how it's coming across on camera though. I never seem to be able to get multi-chromes to work for me, no matter how beautiful they are. And it is a beautiful multi-chrome, but I don't know, I'm just not getting the effect that I wanted. Okay, we may have to tweak this. Let me think about it. Okay, we're back after some trials and tribulations. I realized the thing that was annoying me was I didn't have enough definition of the liner where I was putting the multi-chrome. It just sort of was too muddy for my taste. So I went in with some of this white liner that I got from Amazon. I think it's sort of like a dupe for the P. Louise liners. And I did a white line, and then I put the multi-chrome down. And I think you can see how reflective it is when I turn my head. So I think I got the effect that I was going after. So now we're gonna cut another crease so that I can make the bottom of the multi-chrome liner nice and sharp. And then I'm just gonna go in with some mattes, I think. All right, stay tuned. We're getting there. We're getting there. Okay, so I cut the next crease, and I used this liner, this white liner. What is it? Bekisu. I don't know. I think that's the name. You can find it on Amazon. It's very cheap. It's not perfect, but we'll touch everything up later in the final process. So what I think I'm going to do is, in where I have this white now, is I'm going to start with this sort of mustardy color Republic, and I'm going to put that on the inside. I don't know if I should go if I should meet the multi-chrome. I guess I can. If I don't like it, I can go back over it with the liner. So let's just see what happens. This is the beauty of playing with makeup. Okay, so there's Republic. Now I believe we are going to go in with this orange called Berlin. I always get those creases right there. Okay, definitely need a smaller brush or pointier brush. It's a wild look. It's a wild look. I will give you that. Okay, I like the blend that I have, but I don't know. I think I might have to do a wing. I don't think I can get away with this the way it is at the moment. So let me hop off camera and let's see what we come back with. And we're back. So yes, I did go ahead and do a big black wing. I just felt I needed the drama. And now we're going to smoke out the under eye. And I'm going to use the only other matte that I didn't touch, which is Sputnik. Just because we've used almost every color. So, you know, why stop now, kids? We're going to go right in with Sputnik right here at the outside edge. I have to say the mattes are really, really great. So, I mean, everything in the palette is really good. Granted, I did a heck of a crazy look, but so what? It's makeup. And I think I'm going to go in with a little bit of Checkpoint, the purple color. I really like that purple. Okay, I'm happy with that. I think I'm going to throw some NYIiiice Milk eye pencil in the waterline, just to go with the white lines that I've created on the eye. That helps open the eyes a little bit more, even though we have all this darkness around them. Okay. I think the eye look is pretty much complete except for mascara and eyelashes. I am going to jump off camera, finish the rest of the face, throw a look together, and we'll be right back. We'll see what we've got, kids. I don't know. This is a crazy one, but I'm glad you're here for the ride. Stay tuned. And here we are with the finished look. Oh my, I didn't know if we were going to make it. Oh, so, this is it. I am wearing one of my many Halloween dresses because, well, they're all out right now because everything I'm doing is revolving around Halloween. Even though the Berlin 89 palette is not a Halloween palette. But I think I sort of made it fit into a Halloween look. So let me take it out of its lovely little sleeve. So the Berlin palette, that's what we use today. Now, of course, you're wondering, oh, Toni, what did you do to complete this look? Well, of course, after we finally got the eyes done, and it was a long process. I'm not 100% happy with my technique, but the eyeshadows themselves worked great. Now, as far as finishing the look, of course, I did my contouring and highlighting. I actually used, for my blush, I used Block, the red color, just a little bit, and it worked very nicely as a blush. For highlight, I actually used the color Transit, the shimmer, for my highlight, and it's a very nice soft highlight. Not super blinding. Sometimes you don't want super blinding, and if you want a nice soft highlight, it works wonderfully. For the lips, of course, I went back to my good Judy Ashley Jade's Chaotic Cosmetics, and we used the color Bear With Me. I thought, just for fun, we would do a nude lip, and I did a little bit of Ghostly Soul, the white liquid lipstick from Chaotic Cosmetics, in the center, just to give an ombre effect. And I have to say, I'm quite pleased. It's a very different look. Not perfect by any means, because it's hard to get these liner lines straight on the eyes. I mean, our eyes are not symmetrical. No one's really is, and you've got things like saggy skin and hooded lids and all these problems. But on the whole, I'm very happy with how it came out. It's a wild look, and I'm happy with it. Now, I think what I'm going to do is, just so you can see the multi-chrome effect, I'm going to pull in close so you can try to get a look at how the multi-chrome reflects, because it is very beautiful. Okay, I hope you were able to see clearly enough just how beautiful that multi-chrome is. On the whole, I have to say, I really like this palette. The mattes are really nice. That multi-chrome is just gorgeous. I'm wondering if, for me, it might work better on the lip. Generally, I just don't have luck with shimmers and multi-chromes and things like that on the eye. It's just my curse in life to love them so much, but not to be able to use them on the eye. What can I say? You know, fortunately, I still have my classic beauty to help me get by. So there you have it, the look that I created today with the Berlin 89 palette from Lethal Cosmetics. It's my first time trying them out. I've been very curious about trying out Lethal Cosmetics, and I'm very happy with the result. What do all of you think about this look? Hmm? Hmm? Now, if you like this video, then please hit the like button down below. And if you want to see more videos like this from me, well, then you got to hit the subscribe and the notification bell down below. Okay? And of course, I do want to say a big thank you to all the new subscribers. It seems every day somebody new is subscribing to the channel, and thank you all so much. I just can't tell you how happy it makes me. Remember, you can always catch me twice a month on Naughty or Nice, my internet variety show that I do with the horror diva Alexis Flame. And there's always my weekly podcast, God'll Get You for That, Walter, the review show that I do with Tom Cat, where we watch episodes of the 1970s sitcom Maude and tell everybody what we think about them. So that's all I have for you today, kids. I hope you enjoyed this video, and I will see you all again real soon in the next one. Bye-bye.